who are not active in church, I tell them, you know, now maybe your life is good. So you are very, very good going to church and all that thing. But maybe when life hits you, and then maybe going to church becomes hard, then you will be judged though you are judging those. So you know, we don't go to church supposed to be so that we can be proud and then belittle other people who maybe don't go to church. Maybe you need to love them more so that you can bring them to church, not say, oh, here comes the devil. So it's like your God will be proud of you, calling his other children. I told him, I have 2 sons. If one of my son, you know, exclude his brother just because he has different belief, I will not be happy. So how about the heart of God? Can you imagine how God feels?
I think this is the kind of the culture problem. I think is the Philippine culture and the Korean culture is different. That's why.
True, but you know, it's true that many small churches, you know, don't like the other church.
Oh.
No. In
In
Korea, you know, in not America, in Korea.
Yeah.
I know.
I see.
And this particular, they're all Baptist, but this Baptist church, you know, I've heard them talk about it, doesn't like that Baptist church. But why not? You know, and then on a bigger scale,
Yes.
you know, I said, well, I go to my church. Oh, you're
What is Bob's church?
And,
What is Bob's church?
Baptist.
Baptist.
It's
침례교회라고.
Yeah, but each one is jealous of the other.
Ah.
Each,
Yeah, hate each other.
I want more people in my church. And, you
It's,
know,
it's because of the China's it's kind of the historical that in Korean have divided just 3 countries: Korea and Sri Lanka and Baekje. And we have the strength. We have the culture of the family. Yeah, that's why the what's that? I
Well,
don't think that-
but there are actually, you know, if it's individual walls, there is family walls, there is community walls, or selfishness,
Yeah.
or national. Now, actually, world it's so connected. Now nationalism become actually problem. Very visible problem.
Right.
So people need to really, we are pushed, everybody go over nationality, over culture, over religion, over I don't know what, everything.
for example, in America, you know, if people can't have children, I was there for a vacation one time. A girl in my high school class, they couldn't have children. She said, "Oh, we live in Korea. Oh, maybe you can help us find a Korean child to adopt." But inside Korea, you know, sorry, wrong blood, not the father's bloodline. No, can't adopt anybody. But if indeed we are, and we all are, God's children, then we should all live together. You know, you can adopt any. Americans are good at adopting. Even some, of course, black people. You know, some white people adopt black children. You know, even it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just it's a child. You know, so
You are many Koreans very closed-minded.
yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, okay. you
Well,
said
I
it.
don't think it's also. I think
Yeah, I don't want to say it's Korean thing. I think it's individual.
Yeah,
It's
individual,
individual.
yeah,
Like,
true.
yeah, maybe I go to the same church, but I can see what he's doing is not something that I like. I don't need to do that also.
Right.
I have my own choices.
No, but it's true in Korea. It's the adoption problem is serious, right?
I think if you look at to live in a foreign country, it's not an easy one. Especially Korean society is, as he said, looking at the long history. It is a small country, but the provincialism. Provincialism. This sected different sections, and even in politics, even under the same flag, They criticize every day, every moment. Also, the church. Look, when I attended the American church over 10 years, and also in the afternoon, I attended Japanese church. So, even if now globalized or internationalized, their people's mind is very closed. They're not open-minded. Also, yeah, even though they speak English, but in their internally, they have a better narrow-minded set. They don't accept that other people's religions. If they have a different idea, they criticize. You are not the God. You are not. You are not. You are not different. So even at the American church now, there is no donation time. At the American church, they have no donation time. Donation only online, or it is your personal matter. So last week, I on my YouTube let Korean churches learn, the American churches practice. No donation time, no name list on the bulletin. At the Korean church, they emphasize how much money they donate to the church.
That's good, yeah. Yeah,
That-
some people can't blame other people. They can't, I'm better than you. How much did you do?
And last week, I interviewed the Israeli lady at the church at the City Plaza. Never. It was the first time to meet her. So I interviewed her, and she's living in Seoul because her husband works for Samsung technology. So she understands how the Korean young ladies compare. How many big apartment do you live, and what kind of car do you drive, and where do your children attend the prestigious school, private school? Compare all the time. And she's emphasized that in Israel, never does that kind of thing.
Well, it's different because in Israel it's all one same religion.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little bit different, yeah. But still, I think, in this respect, people want to feel better than other people, which is terrible, because they're very insecure themselves, Oh yeah, well maybe you're younger and prettier, but I went to school more years than you.
Like this identity or church identity gives you, but it's not true what it is identity. It's because if you think about that, Jewish were prepared 2,000 years by God to receive Jesus, and they missed that.
4,000 years.
Okay.
So I think this is not only Jewish. Everybody we have this problem, This is got certain stubbornness. It's like not enough. There is because it's really we need to have very pure and humble attitude. If I get stuck because something, if I am proud that I am part of some and I am saved and I am, if there is not this openness, then God cannot do anything.
But in the 60s, especially in New York, and 70s especially, there were a lot of movements, and you'd see the people on the street, and they'd come up to you, and they have the signs, Jews for Jesus. There was a very big, in that age of the hippies and everything, and we love everybody. Yes, there were many Jews who became Christians or other church members because they could understand my race was prepared, but we didn't accept the person God sent, so now I have another chance. Yes, I'm a Jew, but I'll believe in Jesus. So, yeah. But it was like the
very
spirit
unique.
of the times kind of pushed them to do it.
I don't eat inside. I eat only outside. My way, my religion.
I will eat it.
Hinduism.
That it's
I will
possible
eat.
that we get stuck like
You have that.
even many generations in something that is not true.
Yes, yes, I'm sure,
So
because
I really feel we need to be very open and very prayerful about things, not just cut off things. Just, oh no way. You know, I really feel this is so important. Even God cannot do anything. God cannot do anything. Stubbornness and like not being open. You can doubt, you can check things, but
yeah, no, it's true. But people need to feel accepted. You know, it's hard to be alone, and it's hard to be alone in a foreign country. It's really scary.
Yeah.
You know, even if you speak the language, still. But even in New York, you know, even today, you know, I was walking from the station, and some guy went past me. Didn't look Korean, he looked more Western, but I didn't like the look of him, so I was pulling my little suitcase. So after he went by, I turned around and looked again. This is New York, you know. Is he going to come back and stick me in the back? You know, still my, I don't know, you know. So everybody needs to feel, and we're conditioned by our environment. And
Well,
we have
another-
to break those
Well, another one for you to understand is that I was born during the Korean War, 1951. So we start in a just a short period of time, over 70 years, in a short period of time, we advanced in materially. But in a short period of time, material successfully made so many Korean people money, apartment, real. Even look at the news nowadays. The presidential family changed the highway course. They have no son. But they have no children. It's a money flooded news every day. So in a short period of time, materially, became affluent, but spiritually or they are very poor condition. That is the big contrast.
Right.
If you understand
And
that.
then I worry about Korea because these people, and also American young people, are the same. Even my son told me, "Well, Mom, money's everything." My beloved Mr. Monday.
I didn't teach you like that.
Anyway, but you know, in their particular, everybody's got a particular little world. That's the point. We're not all together,
Sure.
and so there's all these different value systems. And you know,
Sure.
he's just graduated from college, so he's got no money, and they, of course, thinking about money. But anyway, hopefully it'll change. But you know, if we're just floating around with no real solid connection, then we're going to grab on the, you know, these days if nobody has money, then you know you're a loser, you know, nothing. So,
But now more and more, even people like start to recognize it that money is more and more people are not satisfied even they have money, you know. Be fruitful, multiply, and have dominion.
I agree.
We want the dominion, but we start here, yes? Have a
100%,
dominion.
yeah.
That's why this money,
No, I
it's a blessing, but without this, we don't have the like our own connection to God, our mind and body.
Right.
And that's why we're looking for our identity constantly. But I think Korean people don't know their value. Korean has incredible value and they don't know it. They don't know it, and observing certain things, and also Korea is prepared country for very important things. Why in Korea, north, south, why there is this 38 parallels? It's actually, there's a dividing line between a really God and devil, the communist world and democratic world. And it's concentrated in Korea. It's represent all. If Korea solve it, all world, there is a special energy. So it's really important to now to really embrace, to really forgive, and it's so important, you know. Now it's such a this is the last, like how it's possible, even how it's possible. Logically, family divided. Who can accept this? How is possible? What kind of forces are there that we cannot change it? But also watching Korean drama, especially historical drama, and there is so many secrets, and I feel like Korean even don't know it. I ask even if they watch, many Korean didn't watch, and God is working through that. It's for me very clear, and when we're speaking about the language, I think Korean, even though I don't speak, but Korean language, I feel has very special vibration. You should be proud. You should know the value. But the problem, Korean putting in investing in so much education, putting God in education in the position of God, or money in the position. Korean doesn't know their value. Why they are that they by God so much. There was so many. Why 40 years occupation by Japan? There was certain things Korea need to pay to qualify for a very special mission. It's very deep. I just cannot talk now about this really deeply more, but.
Yeah, but in the Bible, 40 is always separation from Satan.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the
Separation by
Bible.
what?
In the Bible.
Separation from
When
Satan.
Jesus goes to the wilderness.
아, 사탄.
Yeah,
Well, you have always good forces, evil forces. They fight it. It's expressed in communism. Why communism? What communism did everything bad? This is really people by itself are not really bad, but the ideology. It's truly evil because it's denying God. God exists. It's like, parents, you don't exist. Sorry. This is really evil.
God is dead.
Yes. So, and because of that, so many bad things. This ideology really creates so many problems.
Now that if you look at the tallies or numbers of Christian, for example, in Korea, it is decreasing very rapidly because through the COVID, so many people are disappointed of the church's attitude about that kind of viruses, COVID. During that COVID period, the church didn't set a good example for cooperating with the government the idea. Stick to their own idea, and church is not generous with the poor people. They just stick together, set the wall against the world. So I think I don't attend the Korean church. That's the reason I attend the American church in the morning tomorrow, and in the afternoon Japanese church. It's my I practice English and the Japanese, not.
In America, we have an expression.
Okay, so you go ahead.
No, you please.
What's this? What's that?
Oh, that's my stuff. But I was going to say. I'll save that for next time. Totally different.
Also, I'd like to suggest to you to understand that the diversity, the people's idea is not yet to be diversity. Even though they say diversity, even though they are ready to embrace other people's living, many foreigners living in Korea now. In my small community, there are the foreign workers from Philippines. They work very hard. We know that. How early in the morning, I'm an early bird. Looking at them early in the morning, they start to go to the place, the Filipinos in my small community. And when I meet them, I encouraging them, because in my younger period, we went to another country like them, into the Saudis, to the very difficult period. So we try to understand them, but nowadays we became rich and they don't pay attention to them. So but just because of the short period of materialism, money, everything idea,
One is important, but the everything. One is important.
Yeah.
Very important.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
So many people at the early stage of diversity, I think, they are not ready to embrace other people. Just stick to their small, narrow-minded idea.
It's exactly the example of the English saying easier said than done.
Yeah,
it's very easy to say.
Sure, yeah.
Or yeah, diversity.
Here's another expression that
Mm.
Mr. Moon is cover. This is a baseball analogy. Okay, Mr. Moon is covering all his bases by going to the Christian church, the Japanese church.
I meet monk all the time.
As you said, I think if the religion if the religion become corrupted, it's a problem, yes. But why I said that? I said something. I wanted to say something. Yes, because when we speak about the spirit world, actually you can hide certain things, but actually it comes out. Because spirit world exists, that also are. So it's there. You cannot hide it. It maybe for some period, 20 years, 30 years, you can hide it, but it will come out. And what is happening now? Suppose maybe you heard about this movie. What is that? Freedom. Now, Chavez, he played Jesus in the movie. Now it's popular.
Passion of Christ.
Passion of Christ.
Passion of Christ, but now they make new movie. It's called I forgot. It's very popular now. Something Freedom. And basically they are showing sex trafficking, what's happening with the children.
Oh, yes.
Yes. The point is, this is old problem, but now it comes out. And basically, it's like misusing love, with all kind of things coming out now, but because people on VIP level are involved, politicians are involved. But the reason why I'm saying it, in America, it started already, for example, Reverend Moon, he went and has special speech in America trying to raise up the Christianity. He saw that there are many corruption. And I think many people didn't know that there is some kind of sex trafficking in 70s. Yeah?
So American
What
people.
what you are saying is a total conspiracy theory.
What?
Conspiracy.
theory. I know that movie. I just saw it the other day. I mean, I saw the name, and it was about there's a conspiracy theory. QAnon, this horrible group, they say that the Christian church and everything, and some politicians are involved in children's sex trafficking. There is absolutely no proof of that. That is a terrible theory, and they make movies like this, and people start to think, oh, maybe it's true. It is absolutely not true. And always strange people. But the actor in that movie I love, his name is John something or other. He was in a series called Person of Interest. He's an excellent actor.
Oh yeah, I love
Yes,
him.
me too, I love him, but he's in this, he believes all that junk about child sex trafficking.
No, this is reality. This is reality.
Oh, how do you know?
First of all, the person who not plays, there is a, he was, no. There was a person who was, he got the mission. He was with his children. It's really true.
I don't think so, I think that's a big conspiracy. I don't believe it, yeah. Okay. Anyway, but I.
Yeah, don't fight.
No.